Madam, please start.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar session. The speaker of today's session is Mr. Vithal Mamila, PGT Mathematics, TSMS Elagandal, Karimnagar District. Today's session is the third session on the chapter Parabola. Children, you might have remembered the first two sessions. In the first session, we have introduction of parabola, and in the second session, we learned about different forms and types of parabolas. So in continuation with it, today's third session, sir will be telling you few problems which are very important for you in your examinations. Sir, please continue the session.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, students. In the continuation of previous session, we have completed two sessions in the previous two sessions, and this is the third session. So what we have learned in the previous class, we have learned various forms of the parabola, the different type of forms, like 9 forms we have learned. And also we have learned parametric equations of the parabola, x is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 80. And also we have done some problems. So in this session, we are going to learn new problems, which are most important in the examination. So various forms of parabola, what are the parabolas we learn? Just quickly we will recap. Y square is equal to 4ax, focus a comma 0, equation of directrix is x plus a is equal to 0, axis of the parabola is y is equal to 0. Okay, and this is the important one. And the next one important is x square is equal to 4ay, focus was 0 comma a, equation of the directrix was y plus a is equal to 0, axis of the parabola x is equal to 0. And the third most important was y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h, focus is h plus a comma k, equation of the directrix is x minus h plus a is equal to 0, axis of the parabola is y minus k is equal to 0, vertex is h comma k. And the last important one was x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k, where focus is h comma k plus a, equation of the directrix is y minus k plus a is equal to 0, axis of the parabola is x minus h is equal to 0, and vertex is h comma k. So based on this, we have solved some problems. Now what are we going to learn today is important problems. So first problems, let us see. In the previous class, we have done 3 problems, and this class we are going to learn remaining problems. Find the coordinates of the vertex and focus and the equations of the directrix and the axis of the following parabolas. So first let us see the fourth problem. 3 problems already we have done in the previous class, and this is the fourth problem. Y square minus x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. So how to solve this problem is, let us see now. Solution. Given equation of the parabola is y square minus x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. Just observe the question, students. This can be converted to which form, which of the 9 forms? So we can convert this into y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h. Whenever y square is there, we can convert to y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h. If in the question, if I am having square to x, then I should convert it into x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. So this problem can be converted to y minus h whole square, y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h by using completing square method. Students, already in the previous class I have explained detailedly what is a completing square method. That means, what is a completing square method? I should make this given y square minus x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0 in the form of y minus k whole square is a one completing square method, and remaining I should convert into 4a into x minus h form. Okay, so for that what I need to do is, first I should send other than y terms to the right hand side. So I can do like this: y square plus 4y is equal to x minus 5. what I did, I've sent x and 5 to the right hand side. So here if you observe this, this is in the form of a square plus 2ab. So this is in the form of a square plus 2ab. I should convert this into a square plus 2ab. So it will come as y square plus 2 into y into 2. So both are same. Just observe 4y is nothing but 2 into y into 2. 4y only. So I am splitting 4y into 2 into y into 2. So that I can say a square plus 2a and b. So b value will be 2 here. B is a 2, right? A square plus 2ab. So whatever b is there, I should add and subtract b square. B square is nothing but 4 on the both sides to make the given equation into a square plus 2ab plus b square, so that I can convert into a plus b whole square form. So y square plus 2y, this can be written as y square plus 2 into y into 2. I am adding 4 on the both sides. I have added here. So y square plus 2 into y into 2 plus 4 is equal to x minus 5 plus 4. So if you observe this one, a square plus 2ab plus b square. A plus b whole square, right? This is nothing but a plus b whole square, where a is equal to y and b is equal to 2. So this is y plus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 5 plus 4. So minus 5 plus 4 will be minus 1, right? So x minus 1. So finally I got y plus 2 whole square is equal to x minus 1. But I need to get y minus k whole square. So how to write y plus 2 in the form of y minus 2? So I can write like this, y minus of minus 2 whole square. Because to get the k value, I should write y minus form. So plus 2, I should convert like this to get a k value. So y minus of minus 2 whole square. It comes as y plus 2 only. Just for getting the k value, I converted y plus 2 as y minus of minus 2, okay, whole square is equal to x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1. Now I can convert this into y minus k whole square into 4a into x minus h. Suppose if I comparing with y minus k, what will be k value? K value will be minus 2, and this will be your k, and 1 will be h. And what is the 4a? There is nothing 4a. So nothing is nothing but nothing means what I should take? 4a is equal to 1 I should consider. So finally what I can write is h is equal to 1, k is equal to minus 2, 4a is equal to 1. 4a is equal to 1 is nothing but a is equal to 1 by 4. So if I get h value, k value and a value, I can write the equation of parabola. So already we discussed in the previous class, whenever we need any equation of parabola, we need the value of h, k and a, right? So I got h, k and a values. Now I'll write this. H is equal to 1, k is equal to minus 2, a is equal to 1 by 4. Now if you observe the question, what is there in the question? Find the coordinates of the vertex and focus and the equation of directrix and axis. 4 we need. One is coordinates of the vertex and focus, equation of directrix and axis of the parabola. So coordinate, what is the coordinate of axis? Coordinates of the vertex. Coordinates of the vertex is h comma k. H is 1 and k is minus 2. So therefore 1 comma minus 2 is coordinates of the vertex, and focus. Focus is h plus a comma k. Focus is h plus a comma k. So already you know how to write this focus and all this. We have discussed detail in various types of parabola forms. So focus is equal to h plus a comma k. What is h1? A is a 1 by 4 minus 2. So 1, h is 1, a is 1 by 4, k will be minus 2. So 1 plus 1 by 4 is 5 by 4 comma minus 2. And the focus is 5 by 4 comma minus 2. Equation of directrix. So this is the equation of directrix form, x minus h plus a is equal to 0. So I'll substitute x value and h value and a value. X is x only, minus h is 1, plus a is 1 by 4. If I simplify this one, I'll get it as 4 is LCM. So 4x minus 4 plus 1 is equal to 0. If I cross multiply, this will become 0. 4x minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. So 4x minus 3 by 4 is equal to 0, which can be written as, what I can write? 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Equation of directrix. Equation of directrix is 4x minus 3. And what is the axis of the parabola? And that is the axis is y minus k is equal to 0, which I can written as y minus k is nothing but minus 2. So y minus of minus 2 is equal to 0. I can write y plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is the axis of the parabola. I hope you all understand, children. What is the question? We need to find out coordinate of vortex, focus, equation of directrix, axis of the parabola. So first what we did, we have converted given equation into y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h using completing square method. So after converting the equation into y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h, while comparing I can get h value, k value and a value. So if I get h, k, a and a value, I can easily find out all these coordinates of the vertex, focus, equation of directrix and axis of the parabola. So like this, we are having in the 6th A, third bit, third problem. 6th A, third bit, third problem, which is also important. You can solve that, students, which is for 7-mark question. Okay, next question. Find the equation of the parabola whose vertex is 3 comma minus 2 and focus is 3 comma 1. So just observe the question. Find the equation of the parabola whose vertex is 3 comma minus 2 and focus is 3 comma 1. Just observe the vertex and focus 3 and 3. 3 comma minus 2 and 3 comma 1. What does it mean? It means the x-axis is the focus coordinates and vertex coordinates both are same only. So let us see. Given vertex h comma k is equal to 3 comma minus 2 and focus is 3 comma 1. So this is the diagram. Just for our reference, you need not to draw the diagram. So h is same, right? So h same means how to write the focus and vertex values? Focus will be h comma k plus a and vertex is h comma k and axis of the parabola is x is equal to h. So if the abscissa h and h, right? If abscissa is same, the axis of the parabola is x is equal to h. Whatever same, h, both are same, right? So whatever the same, I'm writing x is equal to h. So based on this, given vertex h comma k, 3 comma minus 2 and focus is 3 comma 1. And we know that the first coordinates, we call it as abscissa and second coordinate, we call it as ordinate. So if the abscissa are equal, what I can write is the abscissa of the vertex and focus are equal, which is here equal to 3. Then I can write, hence the axis of the parabola is x is equal to 3. So which is parallel to y-axis. So to get this one, we have seen the previous diagram. You need not to draw the diagram here. Simply I can write x is equal to 3 is the axis of the parabola, which is parallel to y-axis. What we need? We need to find the equation of the parabola using this. Now, a is equal to distance between what we need? We need h comma k value and also a value. H and k is already given h comma k value. We need to find out the a value to get the equation of parabola. So how to find the a value here? A is the distance between focus and vertex. Already you know that. How to find the a value? A is always distance between focus and vertex. What is the focus here? 3 comma 1. Vertex is 3 comma minus 2. So 2 points is given. You know how to find out the distance formula. Let us use distance between 2 points formula. Okay, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So that I can write this is x1, y1 and x2, y2. So 3 minus 3 whole square plus y minus of minus 2 whole square, which is 3 minus 3 is 0. 1 minus of minus 2 is 3. So 0 square plus 3 square is nothing but square and root gets cancelled 3. So I can get a value as 3 here. So distance between focus and vertex is 3 only. So I am having h value, k value and a is equal to 3 value. So equation of parabola is x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. How you get this one? Because the axis is parallel to y-axis. So whenever axis is parallel to y-axis, I should consider the equation as like this: x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. Depending on the axis only, I can decide the equation of parabola. If the axis is x-axis, I can write y square is equal to 4ax. If the axis is y-axis, x square is equal to 4ay. If the axis is parallel to x-axis, I can write y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h. If the axis is parallel to y-axis, then x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. So depending on the axis, I can choose the equation of the parabola. So x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. Now simply substitute. H k is 3 comma minus 2, a is 3. Substituting x minus 3 whole square is equal to 4 into 3 into y minus half minus 2. That is x minus 3 whole square is equal to 4 3 is 12. 12 into y plus 2. So this is the equation of parabola which is having given focus and vertex. Okay, this is the required equation of parabola. Next question. Find the coordinates of the points on the parabola y square is equal to 2x whose focal distance is 5 by 2. So if the focal, already we know what is a focal distance. Focal distance is nothing but the distance from focus to the point is called focal distance. Find the coordinates of the points on the parabola y square is equal to 2x whose focal distance is 5 by 2. So given equation of parabola y square is equal to 2x, given focal distance is 5 by 2. Focal distance formula is what? X plus a, right? So let us see, this is the focus and this is the point. The distance between these two is x1 plus a. Already we learned this. So the focal distance formula is x1 plus a. So now solution. Given equation of parabola is y square is equal to x and given focal distance is 5 by 2. Now let px1 y1 be a point on the parabola y square is equal to 2x and the focal distance formula is x1 plus a. So which is nothing but 4a is equal to 2, right? How we got 4a is equal to? Compare the given equation with y square is equal to 4ax. Then I got 4a is equal to 2 and a is equal to 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So if I substitute here a value, then I'll get the x1 value. So if I get the x1 value, if I substitute here, I'll get the y1 value. This is the process of doing this problem. So x1 plus a is equal to 5 by 2 and x1 plus a is nothing but 1 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2. That is x1 is equal to 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2, which is 5 minus 1 is 4 by 2 and 4 by 2, which is equal to x is equal to 2. x1 is equal to 2. So till here we understand what is the given focal distance is equal to 5 by 2. So I have substituted a value from the given parabola and I got x1 value as 2. Now how to find the y1 value? Because we need the coordinates of the points. Points are nothing but x1, y1. I suppose the point is x1, y1. So I got the x1 value. How to find the y1 value? To find out the y1 value, substitute x1 value here in the given parabola. You will get the y1 value. We have y1 square is equal to 2x1. I am substituting x1 y1 value in the given parabola. So from that I can write y1 square is equal to 2 into x1 is 2. So y1 square is equal to 2 square is 4. 2 square is 4 here, which is y1 is equal to plus or minus 2. Y1 is equal to plus or minus 2. So x1 is 2 and y1 is plus or minus 2. So the values are 2 comma 2 and 2 comma minus 2. Right? So 2 comma, once I am taking plus 2, so I can write 2 comma 2. If I take minus 2, I can write 2 comma minus 2. Or else you can write 2 comma plus or minus 2. Both are same. The required points are 2 comma plus or minus 2 you can write. Or else you can write 2 comma 2 and 2 comma minus 2. But do not write only 2 comma 2 or only 2 comma minus 2. So you need to write 2 points. Either you write 2 comma plus or minus 2 or you write 2 comma 2 and 2 comma minus 2. Okay, so this is a way to find out the coordinates of the points on the parabola if the focal distance is given. Okay, next. So come to 3a. This is the screenshot from the textbook, students. In the 3a, you can do all the problems. Let us discuss these problems once. First, if you observe the first problem, find the vertex. So this one, find the vertex and focus of 4y square minus 12 plus 12x minus 20y plus 67 is equal to 0. So how to find this vertex and focus? First, convert given equation into y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h. If you convert given equation into that form, how to convert that one? Using complete square method. So after converting this, you find out h value, k value and a value. So if you know h, k, a value, you can find out vertex and focus. So how to do the first problem? Convert given equation into y minus h whole square is equal to 4a into x minus k. And second problem, here x square we am having. So if x square is there, I need to convert given equation into x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. Same like previous problem only. Compare with x minus h whole square is equal to, convert to x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k using complete square method. And find h comma k comma a value. Based on that, you can find vertex and focus. Only finding h, k and a value is the difficult here. So after that, substituting the values, you will get the vertex and focus. And third problem is find the equation of axis and directrix of the parabola y square plus 6y minus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. This is also same equation of, in the first question they asked only vertex and focus, and this problem they asked equation of axis and directrix. Okay, already we have seen in the example problems all together, all four together, vertex, focus, equation of axis and directrix of axis in the one problem. Okay, so this is also same. And fourth problem also same way. Find the equation of axis and directrix of the parabola. Convert this into x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. Then you can find out the h, k, a values by using completing square method. And remaining, you know how to do this. And students, fifth problem. Find the equation of the parabola whose focus is s1 comma minus 7 and vertex is a1 comma minus 2. So already you know how to solve this is. And sixth problem also same. Find the equation of parabola whose focus is s3 comma 5 and vertex is a1 comma 3. And the seventh one, find the equation of the parabola whose latus rectum is line joining the points. Here latus rectum is given. What is mean by latus rectum? Latus rectum is nothing but the double ordinate which is passing through the focus is called latus rectum. So latus rectum endpoints are given. So if the latus rectum endpoints are given, find out the focus, then you can find out the equation of the parabola. And eighth problem, find the position of the following points with respect to parabola. Position is nothing but whether it is interior point or exterior point, you need to find out. So how to find the position? So find the position interior or exterior on arm. So already we have discussed while telling the problems, the position can be decided based on the S11. First, to find out the S11 value. If the S11 is equal to 0, the point is on the parabola. If S11 is less than 0, the point is inside the parabola. If the S11 is greater than 0, the point is outside the parabola. So you substitute the values here, then check whether it is a positive, negative, or 0. Based on that, you can say what is the position of that. And next one is find the coordinates of the points on the parabola y square is equal to 8x whose focal distance is 10. So already we have seen in the example problem. If the focal distance is 10, how to find out the coordinates of the points? Here 2 coordinates you will get, right? Focal distance is 10. Focal distance is nothing but x plus a is equal to 10. So from the question I can write y square is equal to 8x means a is equal to 2. So substitute a is equal to, then you will get 8, I think, 8 comma plus or minus 8 like that. You will get x1 value, then substitute in this, you will get the y value. Okay. And 10th one is a different problem and which is the important for your MSET and IIT also. If 1 by 2 comma 2 is one extremity of the focal chord of the parabola y square is equal to 8x, find the coordinates of other extremity. If 1 by 2 comma 2 is one extremity of focal chord. So you know that focal chord. What is a focal chord? The chord which is passing through the focus is called focal chord. And focal chord will have 2 endpoints, one endpoint and second endpoint. So one endpoint is given, find the other endpoint. Extreme is nothing but endpoint. Let us solve this problem. If 1 by 2 comma 2 are extremity of the focus, 1 minute. Right. If 1 by 2 comma 2 is one extremity of a focal chord of the parabola y square is equal to 8x, find the coordinates of other extremity. This is the important problem, students. So in this, what we will use is the condition for focal chord is T1 into T2 is equal to -1. This is the condition for focal chord. Okay, let us solve this. Solution. Given equation of parabola y square is equal to 8x. So here 4a is equal to 8 because y square is equal to 8x means comparing with 4a, then a is equal to 2. Let P81 square 2at1 and Q82 square 2at2 are two extremities of the focal chord. So focal chord is having 2 endpoints. Instead of taking x1, y1, I am taking here 81 square 281. Already we studied this. What is the parametric equations of the parabola? So parametric equation x is nothing but 80 square and y is nothing but 280. So for taking 2 points, I am taking as 81 square 281 and 82 square 282 are two extremities of the focal chord. Substitute a is equal to, because we know a value here, instead of a, I am substituting, then p 2t1 square 2 into 2, 2 to t1 and q 2t2 square and 2 into 2t2 are two extremities of the focal chord. So one endpoint is given, right? So one endpoint is what? 1 by 2 comma 2. So in this P is one endpoint, that is 2t1 square 4t1 is one endpoint. I am taking as 1 by 2 comma 2. So if comparing this one, the second one is 4t1 is equal to 2 I am having here. So 4t1, 2t1 square is equal to 1 by 2 and 4t1 is equal to 2. So if 4t1 is equal to 2, I can write t1 is equal to 1 by 2. So I got the t1 value here, right? I can use this, solve this, but with the second one I'll get very easy. From first one also you can find the t1 value, but it is easy to find t1 value using 4t1 is equal to 2. Simply directly I am getting t1 is equal to 1 by 2. So if I know the T1 value, then the condition for focal chord is T1 into T2 is equal to -1. This is an important condition, students. Whenever focal chord is there, you consider the condition as T1 into T2 is equal to -1, right? T1 into T2 is equal to -1. If I know the T1 value, can I find the T2 value? Yes, you can find the T2 value. Then the condition, I'm writing once again. We have T1 is equal to 1 by 2, then T2 is equal to -2. How I got this? You substitute here T1, T2. T1 is 1 by 2. If I cross multiply, I'll get T1, T2 is equal to -2. So if T2 is equal to -2, so the T1 I know 1 by 2, T2 is -2. So other extremities already we written 2T2 square is comma 4T2. Substitute here T2 value, you will get the other extremity. So 2 into T2 square. 2 into T2 is nothing but -2 whole square, which is 4 to the 8. And also substitute in the second coordinate. Second coordinate is 4T2. 4T2 is equal to 4 into -2, which is -8. So the coordinates of other extremity is 8 comma -8. Understand, students? What is the main important in this? You should consider whenever focal chord is given, to find out the extremity, you need to do the formula T1 into T2 is equal to -1. Understand? So using this, you will get the 1 mark or 2 mark question in the MSET or IIT. Also you will get the problem based on this T1, T2 is equal to -1 condition. Okay, let us see once again, students. Given equation, and I should assume 2 extremities and finding T1 value, T1, T2 is equal to -1, then finding T1 and T2 values, then substituting, I'll get the coordinates of the extremity. Okay, students? Right, next important problems from 3A, the third bit, first problem, third bit, first problem, second problem, third problem. If you observe third bit, third problem, already we have explained. Find the coordinates of vertex, focus, equation of the directrix and axis of the following parabolas. So you know how to solve this problem. You take it as a homework and do all these problems and show it to your respective teachers. Now, first one is find the equation of the parabola whose focus is -2 comma 3 and directrix is 2x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. Also find the length of the latus rectum and the equation of the axis of the parabola. Let us solve 2 problems. First problem and also second problem. Third problem already you know how to solve it. This you take it as a homework. And first problem, let us see once again. Find the equation of parabola whose focus is -2 comma 3 and directrix is the line 2x plus 3y minus 4. And also find the length of the latus rectum and the equation of the axis of the parabola. This question can be given for 7 marks. Find the equation of parabola. Let us solve this. Given focus alpha comma beta, I am assuming focus as alpha comma beta, which is a -2 comma 3. And equation of the directrix is 2x plus 3y minus 4. You know what is the equation of directrix, which can be written as Lx plus my plus n is equal to 0. So which type of parabola it is? This is the 9th type of parabola. So this is the type of parabola. Okay, S is alpha comma beta and equation of the directrix is Lx plus my plus n and focus is alpha comma beta and axis is m into x minus alpha minus L into y minus beta is equal to 0. Then the equation of parabola is x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square is equal to Lx plus my plus n whole square by L square plus m square. Okay. Now, continuation of this. Then the equation of the parabola in general form is then the equation of parabola in general form is, I can write x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square is equal to lx plus my plus n whole square by l square plus m square. So this is the equation of directrix 2x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. Then L is equal to 2, M equal to 3, N equal to minus 4. So comparing given equation with Lx plus My plus N, I can write L is 2, M is 3 and N is minus 4. So alpha and beta already we know that. So just to substitute all this, I'm getting as x minus of minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 2x plus 3y minus 4 by 2 square plus 3 square. So x minus of minus 2 becomes x plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 2x plus 3y minus 4 whole square by 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. Further simplifying it, x plus 2 whole square plus y minus, I'm just copying here. What is x plus 2 whole square? Use a plus b whole square formula. A square plus 2ab plus b square, which I can write as x square a square plus b square is 4 and 2ab is 4x. Same way, this I can write y square plus 9 minus 6y is equal to 1 by 13. 4 plus 9 is 13, right? 4 plus 9 is 13. And now I'll use one formula already you know in the previous classes, a plus b plus c whole square. If three terms are there, to write the square form, a plus b plus c whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. I'm substituting here. So first 2x whole square is 4x square and 3y whole square is 9y square and 4 whole square is 16. Next 2ab, 2 into ab. So ab is nothing but I can write 2x into 3y is 6xy and into 2 is 12xy minus 2bc. I can write 2x into 4 is 8, 8 into 2 is minus 16x. Same way 2ca is nothing but 3y into 4, 12, 12 into 2 minus 24y. Okay, so substitute in the formula, you will get very easily this one. Now what I am doing is multiplying by 13. So 13 is there, 13 send to left hand side, you multiply each and every term by 13 here, 13x square, 4 plus 9 will be 13 again. So 13x square, 13y square, 4x into 13 is 52x and 6y into 13 is minus 78y, 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 into 13 is 169 is equal to, I'm just writing 4x square plus 9y square plus 16x plus 16 plus 12xy minus 16x minus 24y. Now send every term to the left hand side. Then 13x square, 13y square, 52x minus 78y plus 169, and this will become minus 4x square minus 9y square minus 16 minus 12xy plus 16x plus 24y is equal to 0. Next one. So 13x minus 4x. Just observe here, 13x minus 4x will be 9x square. Same way 13y minus 9y square is 4y square, and 12xy I'm writing same like this only, and 52x and 60y is 68x minus 17 and 24y is 54y, and remaining 169 minus 16 is y plus 153 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of parabola whose focus is given and equation of directrix is given. Now in the question they ask one more. This is the required equation. Now they ask also find the length of lattice rectum and the equation of the axis of the parabola. Let us see equation of axis of the parabola. We know the formula for that. The formula is m into x minus alpha minus L into y minus beta is equal to 0. This is the equation of axis of the parabola of the 9th form. Now, what is m and L? M value is 3, L value is 2, and alpha value is minus 2, and beta value is equal to 3. I am substituting here. M is 3, x minus of minus 2, minus L is 2, y minus 3 is equal to 0. 3 into x plus 2 minus 2 into y minus 3 is equal to 0, which is 3x plus 6 minus 2y plus 6 is equal to 0. 3x minus 2y plus 12 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of axis of parabola. 3x minus 2y plus 12 is equal to 0. The axis of the parabola. Next one is what remains? The length of the lattice rectum. We need to also find out the length of lattice rectum. So how to find the length of lattice rectum? Length of lattice rectum is 4a. 4a we can find it out 2 into the perpendicular distance from focus to the directrix. So always the value of 2a is the perpendicular distance from focus to directrix. So we know that a value is nothing but the distance from focus to vertex is a, and the distance from vertex to directrix is a. So total distance will be 2a. So 2a is what? The perpendicular distance from focus to directrix is 2a. So we need length of lattice rectum, which is the 4a. I can write as 2 into 2a. So I'll use the formula. Focus I know, and LM and values we know. The perpendicular distance formula is under root of the perpendicular distance 2a is equal to the denominator under root of L square plus M square, and in the numerator mod of Lx1 plus My1 plus n. So this, what is this formula? This is a perpendicular distance formula from a given point x1, y1. Now this is 2 into minus 2 plus 3 into 3 minus 4. Just substituting. L value is 2, x1 is minus 2. So considering alpha comma beta as x1 and y1. So x1 is minus 2 and y1 is 3. So substituting L value is 2 and x1 value is minus 2 plus m is 3 and y1 is 3 minus n is 4 by under root of L square 2 square, sorry, this will be 2 square and this is 3 square. L square plus m square. L is a 2 square, and L is 3 square. So change 32 as 3 square. By mistake it is given 3 square. Actually it should come as 3 square. So 2 into minus 2 it is minus 4. 3 into 3 is 9 minus 4 by under root of 4 plus 9. Which I can write 4 plus 9 is 1. 4 minus 4 is 8 minus 8 plus 9 is 1 by under root of 13. So this is the length 2a value. So to get the length of lattice rectum, we need to multiply this with 2. So the length of the lattice rectum is equal to 4a, that is 2 into 1 by root 3, which is 2 by root 3. The length of lattice rectum is equal to 2 by root 3. So by using this, you can find it out length of lattice rectum and also axis of the parabola of given focus and length of directrix. Focus and directrix. If the focus and directrix is given, this is a way to find it out. The equation of parabola and axis of the parabola and length of the latter sectum. Now let us see the last problem. And this is also the most important problem. Prove that the area of the triangle inscribed in a parabola y square is equal to 4ax is 1 by 8a into mod of y1 minus y2, y2 minus y3 into y3 minus y1. Prove that the area of the triangle inscribed in the parabola is this. So inscribed means you just read out the question. Prove that the area of the triangle. So we need a triangle. Where is the triangle? The triangle is inscribed in the parabola. That means the diagram will come like this. Given parabola is y square is equal to 4ax. And this is the diagram. And this is the parabola. And 3 points are given. And if you observe this, by joining these 3 points, you are getting a triangle. So this triangle is called the triangle inscribed in the parabola. Okay. Now we need to find out the area of this triangle. How to find out the area of triangle? Let us take the points are, let PQR is a triangle inscribed in the parabola. Let us take the points as 81 square 281. P as 81 square 281 and Q as 82 square 282 and R as A-T3 square 2A-T3. So these 3 points are given and how to find the area of the triangle. Already you studied in the previous class and even 10th class. If 3 points are given, how to find out the formula, how to find out the area of triangle? 1 by 2 into under root of, 1 by 2 into mod of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 and x3 into y1 minus y2. So this is the formula, or else we are having one more formula. If px1 y1, qx2 y2, rx3 y3 are 3 vertices of the triangle, then the area of the triangle is, this is the formula, is equal to 1 by 2 into writing x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1 with the mod symbol. So this is the area of the triangle formula if 3 vertices are given as x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. Okay. Now given points are PQR in the form of 81 square 281 and Q is 82 square 282 and R is 83 square and 283. The area of triangle PQR is equal to, if I am substituting in this formula, x1 is nothing but the first point, which is 81 square 281 and 1, and second point 82 square 282 and 1, and the third point is 83 square 283 and 1 with the mod symbol. Okay. Now I have substituted the given points into the formula. Now how to solve this? Already you learned the matrices in the previous class in the first year, row operations and column operations. If you observe here, A is common in this total column. I can take A common, and here also 2A is common in 3 terms in this column. So I can take 2A also common in this. So I can write as taking A into 2A common, 1 by 2 into A into 2A. If A is coming out, so A should come from all these 3. So simply I can write it as T1 square, T1 and 1. From this A already taken common, and from this 2A is taken common. So I can write T1 square, T1 and 1, and T2 square, T2 and 1. And the third one is T3 square, T3 and 1 with the mod. Now, to solve this, instead of multiplying this is a matrix form, right? 3 by 3 matrix. So you know row operation. Simply if you do one row operation, it is very easy to do the multiplication of this. So the operation is R2 minus R1, R3 minus R1. right? R2 minus R1 is nothing but subtract R1 from R2. Okay, that means T2 minus T1 whole square I should write. T2 minus T1 I should write. 1 minus 1 I should write. For R2. For R3, T3 square minus T1 I should write. T3 minus T1 is right. I should write. And 1 minus 1 also I should write. So this is the matrix. In the matrix chapter you learned in the first year. Row operation. By using simple row operation, it is very easy to do the matrix multiplication. And here in this, A and 2 can be cancelled. So remaining is 1 A into A is remain. And from here, if I use the operation, first row remains same. First row will be T1 square, T1 and 1. But second row changes. T2 square minus T1 square. And this is T2 minus T1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. How I got this one? Using the row operation R2 minus R1. And the next one is same, T3 square minus T1 square, T3 minus T1, and this is 0. Now, if you observe the second row, T2 minus T1 whole square and T2 minus T1. By observing this, I can write this as A square minus B square. What is A square minus B square formula? A plus B into A minus B. So this T2 minus T1 whole square, T2 square minus T1 whole square, I can write as T2 plus T1 into T2 minus T1. If I write that, I can take T2 minus T1 as common from this row. Let us see. A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B, I can write. So given equation, I can write T2 minus T1 into T2 plus T1. So I can take T2 minus T1 as common from this row. Same way, T3 minus T1 from this row. So in the from the second row, I can take T2 minus T1 common, and from third row, I can take T3 minus T1 common. You understand why to take this common? Because you know that A square minus B square is equal to, I can write A plus B into A minus B. So this I can write as T2 plus T1 into T2 minus T1. So I can take T2 minus T1 common. And from the third row, T3 minus T1. So if this is the common, if we take final remaining, first row remains same, T1 square, T1 and 1. And the second row, T2 plus T1, and total T2 minus T1 we have taken common, so remains 1, and this is 0. Same way T3 plus T1, and here also T3 minus T1, if I take common, the remaining only 1 and 0 here. Okay, now next I need to multiply. Let us see now. A into A is there, T2 minus T1, same I am writing. Now in the row operations, you know that I can, for multiplying this, if these are two zeros, I'll take one row and one column like this. This is the matrix multiplication. So simply I can multiply 1 into T3 plus T1 and T2 plus T1 into 1. This row and column, if I line like this, so T2 plus T1 into 1 minus T3 plus T1 will be product of given matrix. So I can write, you understand this one, children? Because 0 is there, I will take this as for multiplication, this column for multiplication. So for this column, I need only the first row and first column, sorry, this is the first row and third column. If I am removing only this 2 by 2 matrix left. So if 2 by 2 matrix is there, then the product is AC minus BD, that is T2 plus T1 minus T3 plus T1. You understand this one, children? This is simply only matrix multiplication. A into A, T2 minus T1, T3 minus T1. Here, if I cancel T2 plus T1 minus T3 minus T1, T1 gets cancelled, remaining only T2 minus T3. So I can write A into A, T2 minus T1, T3 minus T1 mod T2 minus T3. If you observe the question, now observe the question, what to prove? We need to prove the area of a triangle 1 by 8A into mod of y1 minus y2. So answer we need in the y1 and y2 form, but we got here in the t1 t2 form. So how to convert y1 into t forms, right? So we know that we have y is equal to 280. Wherever y is there, I can write 280. Same way, if t is there, I can write y by 2a. So if here T2 I am having, T1 is I am having. So instead of that, if I am having 2a here, then I can write y2. So for converting into y forms, I am just multiplying and dividing this by, multiplying and divide by 8a. Why I am writing 8a? I need for each and every term 2a is I need. So first term 2a, second term 2a, third term 2a. I need total 8a cube is I needed. But already a square is there. Simply I need only 8a. So for that, what I am doing is T1 minus T2, T2 minus T3, T3 minus T1. I am multiplying 2a into 2 into 2 by 8a. This is also 8a only. 2 into 2, 4, 4 to the 8. 8a, 8a. I need total 2a into 2a into 2a. Okay. A into 2a into 2a into. So I can multiply a into a, 2 is 2a and a into 2a is 2a. So I'm having in the numerator 2a into 2a into 2a. Right. So 1 by 8a I'm taking out. So remaining I'll multiply 1 2a with this and 1 2a with the second one and 1 more 2a with the third one. So 2a t1 minus 2a t2, same way 2a t2 minus 2a t3, same way 2a t3 minus 2a t1. So here t2 minus t1 I converted into t1 minus t2 because this is in the mod. I can convert like this only. For getting the answer, I am rearranging rearranging t1 t2 in the t1 minus t2 form, and this t3 minus t1 I kept like that only, and t2 minus t3 also I kept like that only. So here 2a t1 minus 2a t2, 2a t2 minus 2a t3, 2a t3 minus 2a t1. Now 2a t1 I can write as y1, 2a t2 I can write as y2, 2a t2 again y2, this is y3 and this is y3 and this is y1. Because I have to show the area of triangle in the form of y only. So that is why I'm converting the given the 281 to y form. So 1 by 81 is equal to y1 minus y2 into y2 minus y3 into y3 minus y1. So this is the required answer is equal to square units, 1 by 8a square units. So this is about the finding area of the triangle, the area of triangle inscribed in the parabola. So what we did, we have considered P, Q, R, 3 points on the parabola as 81 square and 281 like that. 3 points we have taken and we used the formula of the area of the triangle formula. What was the area of the triangle formula? If 3 points are given, x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1, mod with the 1 by 2 is a area of the triangle if 3 points is given. So this is the way to solve the problem. So remaining, hence proved it. So remaining topics, I hope every problem we have covered in the 3A. So almost all the 2 marks problems we have covered, all the 7 marks problems also we have covered. The problems which have given for homework, you need to solve this problem. In the next session, we are going to see the equation of tangent and equation of normal and related problem in the next class, students. Thank you for watching, students. Thank you very much. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Vittal sir. Thank you for your excellent explanation.
Thank you,
Very clearly you have explained about how to find the focus vertex and also the last problem. Children, the last problem is very important. You have to go through the session again and again and write down the problems in your notes. One more session will be there on parabola. The next session, the chapter will finish. Thank you, students.